what we have here is, it's very interesting because I was trying to understand the staff and how notation is being used, how the staff is being used. And so you all know the staff is 5 parallel lines the same distance from each other that go left to right. But unless we have a clef in front, we don't know what the notes are being represented. So we don't know what the pitches are, where, if it's high or low. But what we know is that this one compared to this one, this is lower, this is getting higher and higher and higher in frequency. There's also another thing that we can know from the staff, and which is the only thing that is really correct, is every note after 7 notes is the same note an octave higher. That means twice the frequency. But that's the only thing. That's the only thing that is very precise in this graph. So this note here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it repeats itself again. And this is exactly this note, double the frequency. The same we could say with this one and this one, the same with this one and this one, and so on and so forth. So then here, you understand, each one is double the frequency. I've colored them differently.
The white lines represent what? Which keys is?
The white lines represent
The white keys.
the white lines represent lines in a graph.
No,
Imagine a piano roll. The white lines just represent
Okay.
notes that are 2 notes apart. So because you write it on the lines, the notes, and in between the lines. So this and this note, 2 notes have a note in between. That's all it says. It doesn't say which notes they are.
Ah, okay.
It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere in the sound spectrum.
Right. No, sorry, I mixed it up with something.
What I tried to give is the different 7 notes, because what this graph is using is the diatonic scale, and that is a must. It doesn't use anything else. It's a diatonic scale. It's a scale of 7 notes that each one has a different tone, and you know that between 2 of those notes there is a half step. Between the others it's a full step, because the diatonic scale goes half 1 1 half 1 1 1 half 1 1 half 1 1 1 half 1 1, and I can go on forever. That's the pattern. Or 1 1 half 1 1 1 half 1 1 half. It doesn't matter where you start, but that's the pattern. Whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, and repeating itself. But what is very clear here, and this is the only interval that it really shows very correctly, is the octave. So this and this note is double the frequency of that, and this note is double the frequency of that. This note is double the frequency of that. This note is double the frequency of that, and double the frequency of that, and double the frequency of that. And so it goes on, you know. So that's the only thing it shows. It's very interesting because I was trying to see what does it show, the 5 lines. How graphic is it? And the only correct thing is this one, the octave. All the other intervals in between, if you don't know which notes they are, you wouldn't know exactly what separates them. What you know, yes, there's a note in between here and here. But you don't know how many half steps there are. That you don't know. So for that we need what is called the clef. In the clefs there are various. The ones that are used today is the treble. Here the G clef, a G clef on the second line. So this is G. I've given here the 3 notes of the other 2 clefs because we have 3 clefs. We have a G clef, a C clef, and an F clef. And actually this I should have written here. The 3 clefs are G clef, C clef, and F clef. Okay, these are the 3 clefs we have. The drawing of each one is different. This is drawn that way, this is drawn this way, and this is drawn this way. Okay. Now the position of the G clef is called treble clef when it's on the second line, telling us that this is G, a certain note. This then will be C, 5 notes below, because that's how far the C below is, and the F below. And these are the two notes of the other 2 clefs, and that are represented all over the keyboard, the blackboard here. So you can see it, how it goes. Okay. So it goes on like that. So then this is, you see how this used to be in the ancient time, the French violin clef, where the G was on the first line. So the whole range was much higher on the clef. You see, this is made so that the most of the music is written on the staff. So it allows us to write most of the music on the staff. So that, you know, so you imagine a paper with all plenty of lines. So you're selecting 5 of those every time.
The colors don't match anymore.
No, here is wrong.
Yeah, I mean even on top, like C is or that. Orange
No,
brown.
here, there's no matching color there. Where?
C is orange brown, right?
Where?
So like the first, the 7 notes which you drew on top.
No, that's not C. Who said that was C?
Oh.
I didn't name them, you see. On purpose I didn't name them. I should have actually put them in a circle.
Okay.
Huh? I should have actually drawn them in a circle. Say, these
Yeah,
are the
it's fine.
7 notes. Okay? It doesn't really matter. Here is one, and here is another one, and then you have this one, and this one, and then
Okay,
I think
between the staff and the clef, it's also not correct.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
See, you
and
put
which
D
one
as
is
that color.
missing?
You put D as orange. Orange is missing. You put D as orange, but C is orange in their clefs drawing. I'm just saying.
So these are the 7 notes. So please tell me again. I just finished. What are you saying?
Look, D, your D is that orange color
Where is the D?
in the staff.
There's no D in the staff because
Oh,
I don't
there
know
is.
which notes there are.
Okay, fine.
You see, that's exactly. I mean, you have a predisposition which is completely wrong. These are 5 lines. They can be anywhere. And in fact, there are
There's
2
no
ways of
clefs,
using.
no, so it's
There are also
they're
2
not
ways of
clefs.
using the staff, and this hasn't been very clear because actually there's another way called the neutral way of using the staff, where actually each line is not a note; it's just a
Then
different
what's
instrument.
to deal with the colors? It makes no
Yeah.
sense, no, to have colors then.
What?
We don't know what notes they are.
What? I just here it's just to show that this
Octaves.
and this and this and this are the same note. This is how I've placed them. I should have placed them in a similar order, but it doesn't really matter. It's just to show that the notes are being repeated throughout.
He just wanted to show where
Each one does repeat itself.
Yeah, so he
So
needs to
I could have done something where I could
Okay,
have
okay,
done
we
like
get
that,
it. We get it. We get it. Yes, we
and
get
like
it.
that,
Yes,
and like
yes,
that,
yes.
and
That's
like
nice.
that.
That's
Okay.
We get it.
So, but the importance of the clefs. The clefs is to show us which of these 5 lines, what notes they represent, if they represent